let's push this button here. Okay, stop record. Okay, I'd like to call this meeting of the Planning Board of Webster, Village of Webster, to order for August 2nd. And the first order of business, if we can review the minutes from last month's meeting. I was not here, so I will defer to those who were to make sure that the meeting minutes have been captured correctly and everything is above board and nothing is amiss. So, take a few moments. You guys good?
Make a motion
Yeah, everyone's had a chance to review. A motion to accept the minutes as written, as captured.
there.
I'll second the motion.
Who made the motion?
I make the motion
Oh.
to accept the minutes of the July 5th meeting as written.
And we have a second. Peter, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carries. All right, so we have one item on the agenda this evening. We have Maplewood Nursing Home, and they want to make some adjustments to their lot lines. Yeah, sure.
Okay, Greg Chambry with Maplewood Nursing Home, and we have tonight what we think is an easy one, compared to some of the ones we've gone through with, but I'm here with Bob Bringley from Marathon Engineering. He's familiar and done all the site work and that kind of thing at Maplewood. So essentially, we've got a sizable project going on down at Maplewood, which you folks graciously allowed us to go forward with some time ago. And during the financing process, we found that there is some encroachment onto our own properties. So there are a couple properties that are tangential to Maplewood with different tax accounts that we own. We really didn't give it too much thought, our mistake. And come to find out, some of the building, the existing building before even the project, had a encroachment onto properties that we own. So the bank was not amused with that, and they asked us to get that straightened out. So that's what we're here for tonight. We're not asking for any variances. We're not asking for anything other than that, and I'll let Bob get into the particulars.
Yeah, so this map shows the boundary, and so there's two areas of concern. The first one is this area right here. You can see the old property line went right here. So this was a different tax map than this, same owner. So we have an improvement on that, being the detention facility, parking. So that parcel, which is now attached to this, is going to be attached to the main parcel. And the second one was this, lot number 2, it used to go back like this. There's some driveways and whatnot on that piece, so we pulled that line back. So parcel 2, now this will be its own parcel owned by Greg, and then this will become of this. So increase the lot area by about 4/10 of an acre, plus or minus. And so that's outlined in the minutes, or in our application. So again, this was a re-subdivision map. We're in final approval, we filed in the clerk's office, and Greg can then get his funding. Okay. Any questions?
So the redefinition of the lot lines into the parcels, the new parcels that are obviously smaller.
Right.
Are there any size limitations or,
But they meet the setback requirements and everything, I know what you're asking.
okay,
Yeah.
so there's really no, this is just adjustments for the benefit of financing?
Well,
You're not creating parcels that are unsellable or not?
No,
Okay. Everything is still,
yeah, the
Within the
reason we're
guidelines.
here is because of New York State property, what is it? The
real property tax.
real
laws.
property tax law. It's, if it's not part of a subdivision, okay, oftentimes it can be handled administratively through the assessor,
mhm,
and they can move along. But when it's part of a subdivision, it has to come to the planning board for that.
mhm.
Yeah.
So all the redefinitions, the survey points, all that's gonna be taken care of through legal paperwork and surveyor points and
Right.
all this? and
We
no
get final
replot?
approval tonight, and we'll get signature and take it to the county clerk's office and refile it.
Mhm.
And that's basically the two steps we have remaining. They won't file it until you guys sign it.
So, yeah, you'll need the planning board chair and the assessor.
Right.
Okay, are there any implications with utility easements? Anything,
No, because
Beyond-
what's there doesn't change. So even if the utility easement crossed the original line, it's still there, the easement itself.
right, or would the easement then need to be redefined to the new points, or,
No, there's no easements on that parcel anyway.
okay, so it's not that, I'm just asking
No,
general
that's a
questions.
good question.
Yeah.
No rights of ways and no utilities and no
Not from
village
us.
implications?
Nope.
All right. And Don, from your perspective, legally speaking, there's nothing,
The ownership is the same,
right,
you know, they're just sort of changing, you know, so the overall acreage, nothing really is changing except for getting rid of one tax parcel and combining it with the larger one, and then making that, the smaller one, the number 2 one with the stone building in the front, a little smaller, but doesn't affect any of the setbacks. The building is pre-existing,
sure.
so the front setback is what it is. They're not changing anything with the building.
Right.
If they were gonna change, you know, tear down the building, then if something were to be built there, would have to meet setbacks, but they're not changing any structures on the property, so there's no real issues.
All right, that's good. Any questions, anybody else?
I mean, the way I'm looking at it, you're just taking the same amount of property, you're just chopping it up differently.
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
Changing the pie, shape of the pie.
I can't imagine the assessor would have any issues if instead of 3 tax bills, there's only gonna be 2. Save on postage.
Greg might have to raise his assessment.
Right,
He's
there's one
got a
part,
brand new building on there. Oh, we will shake his
Well,
head.
it's gonna change the assessed value, but that really has nothing to do with this.
No,
Although you're adding acreage to that one piece, but you're getting rid of the other one, so.
yeah,
If you weren't, theoretically, it should be a wash if you weren't adding to the, you know.
right, one goes up,
These
one
are
goes
these
Right.
improvements on there that were already planned.
The net effect should be,
yeah.
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 Okay,
This will make his bank happy, so that's.
Yeah,
which will make Greg happy.
yeah, they want clear title.
Okay.
So if there ever became a problem, they want to access the asset they gave the loan to.
Right,
And they can if they don't have clear title to it.
sure. Okay, any other questions from the board?
No.
Is there any question from the public at large? All good? No questions, okay. All right, so at this point, I don't
So
think.
you still need to
we
do a
have-
seeker resolution.
Yes,
Type 2.
right. So, first order of business would be a motion for type 2 seeker. And
I'll make that motion.
Peter makes a motion,
I'll second
second on the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and,
And now is to approve the re-subdivision.
yes. So, we need a motion to approve the redefinition of the subdivision per the new lot lines so that Mr. Chambers can move forward with his bank financing and make this all nice and legal, tie it up with a bow, and we can move on. All right?
I'll make the motion for exactly what you just said.
I'll second it.
All right. We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Okay, we have a unanimous decision.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Very good.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have nothing else on the agenda this evening, so I
Let
will
everybody go home.
entertain a motion. No, we will close this meeting at 7:14.
You should take a motion to adjourn.
Yes. All right, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:14. Second. All in favor? Aye.
There you go.
Thank you, good people.
Take care.
Thank you, Greg.
Good
Thank you,
I
guys.
see you, Will.
Thanks for this.
Yeah, good to see you.
I think we're getting
I could
faster
actually
at this.
get back to that.
Back to that.